Hello and welcome to Sudoku Pro.
Hello everyone, this is Uma Maheshwari solving the 5-star Sudoku puzzle from today's Hindu newspaper dated 7th March 2023. Let's get started. Let's start from this H row. There is a 2 here in G row in G5 and there is a 2 here in I row in I2 which blocks these cells. So in block 9, 2 goes here in H7. There is a 1 here in G row in G3 and there is a 7 in column 2 in B2. Now this 1 and this 7 blocks H2. So 1 and 7 goes in these two cells, that is in H row in H5 and H6. Let's mark it as matching pair 1 7. Now in H row there is only one empty cell and the missing number is 3. Now let's focus on this 9th block. Um, here there are 5 empty cells, 2 empty cells on the top and 3 empty cells in the bottom. This top row is completely blocked by these 3 numbers 1, 5 and 6 from 0. So we have 1, 5, 6 in 0 which blocks these 2 cells. So 1, 5 and 6 will go in this bottom row. Let's mark it as triplet. We have 6 blocking from column 7. So I7 will take 1 or 5. There is 1 blocking from column 9. So I9 will take 5 or 6. 1, 5 or 6 goes in this cell. Now let's focus on column 9. We have a 3, 8 pair in block 1 in column 7 here, which blocks these two cells. Now in column 9, you can see there are only 2 empty cells. That means 3 and 8 goes in these 2 cells. Let me mark it as matching pair 3, 8. Let's focus on this 6th block. There is a 2 here in E row in E1 and there is a 2 in F row in F6. These 2 rows blocks these 2 rows. So now 2 goes here in D8. This 4 in E row in E5 blocks these 2 cells and there is a 4 in column 8 in A8 blocking here. So these 2 4s block these 3 cells. So 4 goes here in F7. Now there is a 9 in column 8 in H8 which blocks these 2 cells. So 9 goes here in E7. In third column there is a 3 in C3 and in column 2 there is a 3 in H3 which blocks these 2 columns. So 3 goes here in D1. Now this 5 in column 2 in G2 blocks these 3 cells. So 5 can go only in these 2 cells, that is D3 or E3. Similarly, in 6th block also 5 can go only in these 2 cells, that is E8 and F8. Now if you see this 5 5 from column 3, we have ghost number 5 from column 3 blocking B3 here. We have 5 in column 4 in H5 in H4 blocking B4 and this ghost number 5 in column 8 blocks B8. Now in B row, if you analyze in B row, B5 is the only cell where 5 can be. There is a 5 in column 2 in G2 blocking F2. There is a 5 in column 4 in H4 blocking F4. There is a 5 in column 5 in B5 blocking F5. So in F row, F8 is the only cell where 5 can be. In E row, there is a 7 in E9, and in F row, there is a 7 in F3, which blocks these two cells. So 7 cannot go in these two cells because of these two sevens. And now there is a 1 7 pair in H row. So 7 is blocked in these two cells also. So in column 4, if you see in column 4, 7 can go only in these top two cells, that is either A4 or B4. We have a 7 in B row blocking this cell. So now in column 4, A4 is the only cell where 7 can be. Let's focus on this block 2. There is a, in block 1, there is a 3 8 pair, and coming to block 2, there is also a 3 8 pair in column 7 of block 2. So you have a 3 8 pair in block 3 and a 3 8 pair in block 1. That means 3 8 pair in block 2 has to be in these two cells. Let's mark it with matching pair 3 8. Now in block 2, we have only two empty cells and the missing numbers are 1 and 4. Let's mark it as matching pair 1, 4. In F row, there is a 1 in F1, and in D row, there is a 1 in D9, right? These two ones block these two rows. So 1 goes in one of these two cells, that is E1 or E4 or E6. So 1 goes in one of these two cells, E4 or E6. Now you can see, if you compare this block 2 and block 5, there is a pair of 1 in column 4 and there is a pair of 1 in column 6. That means 1 can be eliminated here. 1 can be eliminated from H6. Okay, this one can be eliminated, and H6 takes 7 and H5 takes 1. Now let's try to fill D row. There are only 4 empty cells. Let's try to fill these two cells first. There is a 7 in E row in E9, and in F row there is another 7 in F3. These two sevens block these two rows. So 7 has to be in one of these two cells. There is a 7 in column 6 blocking this cell. So 7 goes here in D5. Now in D row there are 3 empty cells and the missing numbers are 5, 4, 5 and 9. You have this 4 in E row and there is a 9 in column 6, that is B6, blocking this cell. This 9 and this 4 blocks here. So 4 and 9 goes in these two cells, that is D2 and D3, and 5 goes here in D6. In D6. There is a 2 in column 1 in E1 and there is a 2 in column 2 in I2, which blocks these two columns. So 2 goes here in one of these two cells, either in A3 or B3. There is a 2 in B row in B9 blocking here. So A3 takes 2. Now in column 2, there is a 5 in G2 blocking these two cells. So 5 goes here in E3. Now in column 3, there are only 2 empty cells. There is a 6 here in H1 blocking this cell in I3. So in column 3, now we have only 1 empty cell. So 6 naturally goes there in B3. Now in column 3 we have only one empty cell, which naturally takes the matching pair 4, 9. Now let's try to fill this B row. In B row there are only two empty cells and the missing numbers are 1 and 4. This 4 from A8 blocks here. So 4 has to be here in B4. So let's eliminate A1. Sorry, let's eliminate 1 from here, and B4 takes 4 and B8 takes 1 and C6 takes 1. Now let's try to fill this central block. We have this 1 in column 6 in C6 and there is a 1 in column 5 in H5. These two ones block these two cells. So one goes in one of these two cells. We have one in F1 here blocking here. So one goes here in E4. There is a 6 in column 5 in C5 and there is a 6 in column 6 in G6 blocking again these two cells. So 6 goes here in F4. Now in central block there are only two empty cells and the missing numbers are 3 and 9. We have this 9 blocking from E row. So E6 takes 3 and F5 takes 9. In this sixth block, we have only two missing numbers that are 3 and 8. Now we've got this 3 here in E row. So E8 takes 8 and F9 takes 3. G9 takes 8. G8 takes 3. Now in 0 there are two empty cells and the missing numbers are 4 and 9. We have this 4 blocking from column 4 from B4. So G4 takes 9 and G1 takes 4. Now this 3 from E row, that is from E6, cancels out the 3 here from A6. So A6 takes 8 and A5 takes 3. Now let's try to fill this block 3. The missing numbers here are 5, 6 and 9. There is 6 and 9 blocking from column 7. So A7 takes 5. 6 and 9 goes in these two cells, that is in column 9. So there is a 6 in C row blocking C9. So C9 takes 9 and A9 takes 6. Let's try to fill I row now. We have a 4 here, so 4 can be eliminated from I3. So I3 takes 9. Now in this block 7, there is only one empty cell and the missing number is 7. Coming to this section, we have three empty cells and the missing numbers are 3, 8 and 4. We have 4 and 8 blocking from column 4. There is a 4 in B4 and 8 in D4 blocking here. So I4 takes 3. 4 and 8 goes in these two cells. Now there is 4 blocking from column 5. So I5 takes 8 and I6 takes 4. Coming to this section, the missing numbers are 1, 5 and 6. We have 5 and 6 blocking from column 7. So 1 goes here in I7. Let's eliminate 1 from here. There is a 5 blocking from column 8. So I8 takes 6 and I9 takes 5. Now D3 takes 4 and D2 takes 9. Now in this fourth block there are only two empty cells and the missing numbers are 6 and 8. We have 6 blocking from F row. So F2 takes 8 and E2 takes 6. Now coming to block 1. In A row, the missing numbers are 1 and 9. There is 1 blocking from column 1. So A1 takes 9 and A2 takes 1. In 0, the missing numbers are 4 and 5. We have 4 blocking from column 1. So C1 takes 5 and C2 takes 4.